Hey, what's going on guys, Tech here. So today I'm going to be making a Mishima execution guide for Leverless players. This is something that was being requested a lot by you guys, so I'm going to show you how I do electrics and Wavedash on both P1 and P2. So I'm going to be giving some tips along the way to help you guys out, and yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the controller I use. So this is a Hot 42M Ultra. So Hot 42 controllers are very popular, especially because of their price. The price is good and the quality is good. So this one has a metal build, which is really nice. It's very similar to the Razer Kutsune, but it has 16 buttons, so it has 4 more buttons than the Razer Kutsune. And these extra buttons will come in handy when we go over P2 execution. These buttons are hop swappable, so I've swapped out some of these switches to ones that I feel are more responsive. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is wave dashing on P1. So if you guys don't know what a wave dash input looks like, it is forward, neutral, down, down, forward, forward. So this is what it looks like here. So to break it down, first what you have to do is press forward and let go. So when you let go, you will get that neutral input, and as you can see in the command history, it's just a blank space. So that's how you know you got your neutral input. You just simply let go. Then after you let go, you want to do a quarter circle forward motion, so that's the down, down, forward, forward. To break that down, you just press down, so I'm going to press it with my middle finger. Then while that's pressed, I'm going to press forward with my index finger. And then you just hold that for a little bit, and then when you let go, you will get a forward input. So when you do that quickly, it will be a wave dash. So that's a wave dash right there, that's one. And essentially, you just keep looping this input over and over, and that'll be a full wave dash. So this is one wave dash, that's two, that's three, and then just keep looping it over. And yeah, that's a full wave dash. So it's something that you gotta practice at first. You're gonna be quite slow, you're gonna be messing it up. It's just a matter of practice. So to wave dash on Leverless, I use two methods. So the first one I basically already showed you guys is to wave dash with your left hand only. So this is what it looks like again. So this is quite hard to do, to be honest. You will have to practice it, but it is still my preferred method of wave dashing on Leverless, and I'll get into why in a bit. So if you guys are struggling with that method of wave dashing, like doing it with your left hand only, then you can also, there's another method, which is to use your right index finger to assist you. So this is what it looks like. So I didn't see, it was quite a lot faster than the first method, and it's also much easier to do, so which is why I recommend it to you guys if you're struggling, wave dashing with one hand. What you basically do is you start off, with a regular wave dash input, so forward, neutral, down, forward. Oh, I didn't have the neutral there, there's the neutral, so forward, neutral, down, down, forward. So instead of using your left index finger to start off the wave dash, you're going to use your right index finger, and you're just going to keep doing this continuously. So essentially, you're going to be doing quarter circle forward, neutral with your left hand, and then you're going to be pressing forward neutral with your right hand, your right index finger. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to do it continuously. And yes, as you can see, it is quite fast and a lot easier. The reason why I don't use this method a lot and I use the first one more is because since you're using both of your hands to wave dash, you don't really have a lot of control, and it's harder to do stuff like wave dash electric. Like, it's possible, but it is a lot easier when you can wave dash with one hand only. Oh, that was a rage out. So I can do stuff like wave dash electric or wave with health sweep a lot easier when I just wave dash with one hand. So that's why I recommend you guys to practice wave dashing with one hand, even though doing this, you can get an insane wave view. Like, the speed is really fast and it's really easy to do. So we've talked about wave dashing in P1, so now we're going to go over electrics on P1. So the input for electric is forward, neutral, down, down, forward 2. So this is what it looks like. So you can see that the input is quite similar to our wave dash, which is why I talked about it first, so you can guys get used to the input. And another thing to note is that down, forward and 2 are pressed at the same exact time, which is very crucial for our electric, as if these buttons are not pressed simultaneously, then you will not get an electric. So if I don't press them at the same time, and you see I just get a wind god fist. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do an electric on Leverless. So I start off like I do with a wave dash. I press forward, neutral, down. But instead of pressing down forward with my left index finger, I'm going to use my right index finger. So it looks like that. So that's the motion. And we've just talked about how down forward and 2 need to be pressed at the same exact frame. So I have my middle finger here over 2. And when I press down forward with my right index finger, I'm going to also press 2 with my middle finger. If I put all of that together, then you should get an electric. So now I'm going to talk about P2 execution. So this is the side where people tend to struggle a lot more on, as there's not as many tricks on P2 as there are on P1, and like it just feels awkward overall. So this is where those extra buttons come in handy. So if you don't have extra buttons, then you know P2 can be a lot harder, but you can still use this one trick that I will be talking about, and this involves reprogramming one of these buttons to going left. So when I press this button, as you can see, Reina goes forward, so it's binded to left. On P1 she'll be going back, on this side she's going forward. This is very important for P2 execution, and we'll be using this bind for both electrics and wave dashing. Okay guys, so after recording the entire video, I realized that I didn't show you guys how you can actually remap these extra buttons, so I'm just going to go through that now. So this is going to be for people who are using a Hall 42 Leverless. So if you're using a different brand, then make sure you refer to that controller's like manual or look up a guide online. Okay, so what you want to do first is unplug the wire if you've got your controller plugged in. So just unplug it, and then now that it's unplugged, you're going to click the start button, which is the button right at the end here. So hold that down and then plug the wire back in. Now that you've done that, it should be, you know, turned back on, and you see on the display here, I don't know if you can see it clearly here, but an IP address is now showing. So we're gonna head to that IP address on our browser. So I've already done that. It's gonna reload the page, and yeah, now you should be on the web configurator interface. So what you're gonna do here is go to the configuration tab here. It's gonna do a little drop down menu. You're gonna click on pin mapping. Now it's gonna show you all the buttons in your Leverless controller and what they're set to. So I'm gonna reprogram this button here. So what you're gonna do is click on pin viewer, then click on the button that you want to reconfigure. So now you click that. Now it shows you what button you've pressed. So it says that I've pressed pin number 18. So I'm going to look for pin number 18. It's on the side here. So currently it's set to left. It's not going to be left for you. It's going to be something else. So you're just going to X out whatever is there. Then just click on it. It's going to bring down a drop down menu of different buttons. And you're just going to select what you want. So I just want it to be left. And once you've selected what you want, you're just going to go to the bottom and just click save. And that's it. You've done. You're just going to unplug your controller so that you're out of web configurator mode, plug it back in, and yeah, you're all set to go. So to Wavedash on P2, you're going to want to first be able to do quad circle forward inputs on P2. So I'm just going to press down with my index finger, down forward, and then let go, and you'll get that forward input. So that's how you do a quad circle forward input on P2. Now to be able to Wavedash, we've got to use our little extra bind over here. So as you know by now, to start the Wavedash, we're going to do forward neutral. And then with our left hand, we're going to do the quad forward motion. And then just going to put it all together. That's what it looks like. So as you can see here, it's very fast using this bind. I think without this bind, my Wavedash would not be this good. So this bind is, you know, very helpful. So for electrics on P2, we're going to start off by pressing forward with our left hand here, using our middle finger. So forward, neutral, down. And then for the down forward input, we're going to use our right index finger and we're going to press our bind. So this is what it looks like. It's the motion. And the same thing on P2, on P1 I mean, you know, we've got to press 2 with our middle finger simultaneously. So this is what it looks like all in one motion. See, very consistent electric. So this extra bind is very nice. And if you guys don't have these extra buttons, then you can reprogram. I've seen people use the 1+2 button over here. This is my button, it's set to 1+2. I think it's R1, the actual button, but I've seen people use this as well. So if you don't have these extra binds, then you can still use this technique. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this guide. If you guys have any questions about the video, or if you have any critiques, then please leave them down in the comment section below. I read every comment, so I'd love to know what you guys have to say. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.